Hello guys. We are back and we'll continue right from where we left off. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to be modeling is our armrest. As you can see, it kind of has a curve shape, which is one of the most complex things to try to achieve depending on your skill level. So I'm going to show you guys a very simple method to do so in Blender. Alright, so as you can see, it's kind of like a V shape, a U shape if I can put it. So that means it kind of goes in a little here. So we have to do a little bit of modification to our previous objects over here. So I'm going to select the cedar at the bottom here, and I'm going to select the back faces, all of them, and I'm going to scale them down in the X-axis. Okay, that's good. And that's just about it. Yeah, I think I don't have to make any changes to the backrest, but maybe I'll scale it down a little in the X-axis. Okay, I'm satisfied with that. Alright, now we're gonna go and put this where it has to be. We're gonna start at the left, right, I guess it's my left, but it's at the right side of the seat. So we're gonna go into the edit mode over here. Okay, and we're going to press Ctrl R, which is to scale it down, to cut through. And we're going to select the left side of the cube, which is my left side, this side of the cube, and we're going to push this inwards, just so to match what we're seeing on our reference image a little. And as you can see, it kind of curves in at the bottom here. So we'll do that too. And Control R here in the middle and push this out a little bit. That satisfies me. Okay, and as far as these edges go here, we're gonna push them in a little bit just to get that little curve, smooth curve feel. But before we do, we're gonna Control R on this side. Just follow all my steps, guys, and if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment and let me know. I will be very responsive. Okay, that satisfies me, and I'm going to select the top faces. Okay, I'm going to select this face alone actually, just to get that smooth curve feel. So as you can see now, we have a little smoothing around the edge. Okay, now the hard part comes in. Okay, I won't say the hard part, not to scare you guys or anything, but the real part comes in, where the curve can be, how the curve can be achieved. Okay, and before I do that, I just noticed there's a curve down here, so I need to push this one inside to about right there. Yeah, that I'm great with that. Okay, I'm going to select the whole back, all the back faces of this armrest, the armrest we have so far. I'm going to the top view by pressing 7 on the numpad, and along the x-axis and on the same line as the faces, we're going to select a point which is, let's say, the midpoint of the chair, such as that. By simply left clicking, you must see this, you must see the cursor, and we're going to use a small trick in the transform within the tools tab, sorry. So scroll down here, and there's a button that says spin. So you simply click the spin key. So as you can see, we have kind of spun what we're looking for, and the number of steps, which is there are about 9 steps here, can be changed right here. So if you want something that is highly detailed, you put the steps to something that you want to see, and yep, that's how you get the curve, guys. So what I've noticed here is I'm curving at a point where I don't want it to be curved, like it's overlapping, it's going beyond the chair. So I'm gonna undo that, the spin, and then I'm gonna push this inwards a little, backwards a little, and then I'm gonna do the spin. Oops, sorry about that, guys. Maybe I should push this upwards. Oh no, what's the kind of disaster? Okay, yeah, and then I'm gonna do a spin. I'm going to do the same thing. So as you can see now, we kind of have that shape that we're looking for. So I'm going to select these two up here and move them upwards, because I think that's what the chair looks like. Yes, it does look that way. And move those upwards, and I'm going to do the same thing to these two faces right here, and I'm going to move them upwards that way. And now, as you can see, there's kind of like a little flat edge, and then it goes, there's an elevation, which is something that we don't want to see. So we're going to Control Tab and select the edges and move that upwards in kind of like a uniform form, if I can say. Yes, that is correct, and that looks good, guys. Okay, I'm almost out of time again, and I'm going to control, but before I do that, I'm going to Control R here and do the same for these guys here. The last few edges, I'll say. I'm gonna move it up a little, so I don't need this. Sorry, I'm gonna Control Z. I don't need this. I didn't need that card right there. So I'm gonna select these edges right here, or I can just go into face mode and select this face up here, and simply do that. And you can keep editing the positions until you get exactly what you're looking for, which is what I'm looking for, which is a smooth kind of, shape around the armrest. Alright guys, that looks good. I'm going to go back to my top view. Okay, and now as you can see, this looks great. Okay guys, looks like I'm out of time once again. Please join me in my next video as we're going to continue exactly where we left up from. I'm going to save this right now. I'm going to save this, Studio. I'm going to save this right now. It's always a good practice to save in Blender, because sometimes, depending on your graphic card or whatever, I've had issues where my Blender just crashed and I couldn't recover my last file. So it's always a good practice to save. Give it a good file name, something you can remember, and make it a habit to always Control S on your scene. Alright guys, Super Blender Tutorials, join me on the next video. Thank you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe.